It is that time of year again when friends come together. And this year we have our girl Lisa on our Friendsgiving episode. Welcome to the
Hi,
show.
y'all. Hi.
How are you?
I'm just waiting for Thanksgiving so I can
Welcome
eat, drink.
and be merry. Welcome back, Lisa. Listen,
Thank you.
I know we've already kind of the time you've been. This is your third?
Third time's a charm.
Three. There's
Yep.
the charm. I know we've touched on us and how we met and and us when we went to Puerto Rico and the meeting with that. But I thought it was very fitting. Well, we thought it was very fitting to have you on our Friendsgiving episode because it's almost a year
Oh
Yep.
my God. Yeah, almost a
next
year.
month that we met, and the rest is herstory, as they say.
No, the rest is still
Seriously.
unwritten.
Oh, well, I was
Well,
practicing RuPaul, but okay.
Natasha Bedingfield.
I'm a pocket full of sunshine today. But
how crazy that's almost been a year, right?
Yeah.
Christmas Day. Wild.
on Christmas Day, that is
Yeah.
crazy.
I
That's
mean,
like
what are the odds that all of us are at the beach on Christmas Day?
it was meant to be.
It was.
Yeah.
That was definitely meant to be because on Christmas Day at the beach, that's a story.
And we're Latinos, we got to be with our family, prepping food, spending time with your uncles, your aunts, your mothers. Yeah, nah, I was with a drink, music, and the beach.
Not us. Not
I
us.
think as
Yeah.
I gotten older, I'm not like keen on like hanging out on Christmas, like doing all the things.
I get it.
Christmas Eve, yeah, like that's fine. Like you see each other, give your gifts. But
Mhm.
Christmas Day, I don't know. My family, we would eat like Christmas Eve, and then the next day, if we didn't have leftovers, we would order Chinese and go to the
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did Christmas Day in our family, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we did Christmas Day. In
Mhm.
Puerto Rico, especially, yeah. No,
yeah,
China and then like Christmas Day. From what I remember, yeah. But speaking of food, you mentioned food and family. It's Thanksgiving, obviously, tomorrow. What is one dish, one of your favorite dishes that you look forward to having on Thanksgiving, Lisa?
arroz con gandules and pasteles,
Yes.
especially pasteles.
That's
You
something
know,
that
how to make them?
we need to have.
Huh?
You know how to make pateles?
I used to make them with my mom. My mom knows how to make them, but I'm in New York, so it's like I
Yeah.
never make them.
It's
But
just
can I make them alone? Absolutely not. Like I would ruin them.
I like pateles, especially with the pieces of chicken, and I always put hot sauce on it.
Me
Hot sauce.
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait. What is better, putting hot sauce or ketchup on your patel?
No.
Oh, hot sauce.
Ketchup, you're ruining it with ketchup. Sorry.
But there is people I've seen it. It's not
There
for
are people that do it.
I've
Yeah.
seen people that do ketchup, and I'm like, but many people, but hot sauce. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Hot sauce all the way.
I wish I knew how to make that, but that's a process. That's a
That's
master.
a process.
That's
And
a
there are people
process.
that buy the same way you sell your coquito, Charlie. There are people that sell
Yeah,
patel.
the pateles, yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think patel for me is more of a Christmas thing. It's not really a Thanksgiving thing because there's so many sides with Thanksgiving. Like my favorite side, this is the whitest part of me. I like stuffing. I can
I
eat
like
stuffing
stuffing
by
too.
itself.
And
I
I
like
like
stuff-
having it with eggs the following day.
With
Oh, wow.
eggs.
With eggs.
That's
That's-
a
You put stuffing on top of eggs, like over easy eggs. So good.
I'm not an over easy guy. I'm a scrambled guy. I never liked over easy. Scrambled or an omelet.
I need to be in the mood for eggs, and also like I don't eat eggs past 12. Lisa, you know this. You know what's funny? Do you season your eggs, or do you just eat them like that and just put a little bit of salt?
I could do both.
Eggs.
I don't season my eggs. I like them like with no seasoning and just like a little bit, a sprinkle of salt. That's it.
Get
I like
that.
them soft and fluffy, like a la française.
I have a coworker who's allergic to eggs, actually.
That sucks.
Mhm.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, eggs. You're allergic to eggs, so like, yeah, that's why
Damn.
you can't have my coquito. Mm-mm.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
'cause that's what makes it
You know,
nice and
okay,
creamy.
y'all, just because Thanksgiving is gonna be over doesn't mean that, the fun don't stop. We're going. There's a lot of holidays coming up, so and parties, so
Mhm.
inquiries. But
Mhm.
Melanie, we was chatting earlier this week, or I think after our last show, no, about dating
Mm.
and what is it they call how I feel that particularly in heterosexual. No, I see it with the gays too in their own ways, but in heterosexual relationships I feel that men nowadays are not putting the effort into dating because we're living in a pricey world, in a Trump era, as I like to call it.
Mhm.
So I feel this is why we see the, oh, do you want to come over to my house? Or could I go over your house? Do you want to watch a movie at your? We're seeing more of that where what happened to the days of going out on a date, even something as simple as a coffee date
Right.
think is because people in general don't want to spend, are not, they're in a place where they're not 100% real on intentions, so they don't want to spend. Because if
Yeah.
you really like someone, you will court them.
Well, I recently, after not being on the apps for a while, after not being on the apps since the summertime, I got back on the apps and I immediately had to get off because I feel like being on dating apps, especially like in the winter time, it feels like you're in on the clearance rack. Like you're putting yourself on a clearance rack. These guys are not really meeting you halfway. For example, I had a guy tell me he we were talking about sports and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing Sunday?" I'm watching the game. And he's like, "Oh, do you want to watch the game together? We can just order in and like just and cuddle and watch movies." Sir, I don't know you from a hole in the wall and you want me to come over to your house. Just because I have a pretty face doesn't mean I won't rob you. Like you're lucky I'm not that type of girl. What if I went to his house and I stole money from him or something? Like these guys are too trusting. First of all. Second of all, it's very low effort, low energy to ask someone to just come over to your house on the first meetup. That is crazy. If you guys just have an understanding that you want to hook up, okay, cool. But even if you were to want to hook up with someone, at least meet up outside.
Right.
I think
Really? Oh wow. Maybe.
Make the woman feel safe.
make the woman feel safe enough and like have a conversation, a casual conversation enough where she's like, okay, you know what? I don't mind him coming over. Or you ask at the end of the night, like, do you want to come upstairs? We've all done that. Like, that's not something that's like taboo. But for you to like tell me, like, oh yeah, I'm out my kid till this time and then yeah, you can come over. Ew. And no. And I was like, we're not on the same wave. Peace out. But and then he got
I'm
booty
also gonna
me everywhere.
I'm I'm also gonna piggyback on you too. I think also with the younger generation, they really don't know what it is to court because of convenience. It's sliding in DMs. You
Mm.
know, the last time I've been approached, I can't even tell you the last time somebody has actually come up to me, asked me for my number. Because,
Mm,
back in the days when I was growing up, it was guys coming up to you, asking for your, actually writing down a number,
yeah.
and it was like, let me beep you, let me call you, staying on the phone for hours with them. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. It's like,
Mhm.
you know, um, pick me up after school, pick me up after work,
Mm,
taking me out on dates. That is non existent. Even if you look at TV now, when was the last rom com you've seen? These
oh,
guys
wow.
don't know how to court. They
Yeah.
don't know how to court. They
Well,
just don't
even but
know.
this guy that I was talking to for like a millisecond was in his 40s. I'm like, no, you're too old to be doing that shit.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
called
cool.
laziness. He's lazy.
It's
Very
crazy
lazy.
you mentioned about rom coms because I don't know if y'all heard recently Reese Witherspoon, she had an interview and it was something about, she was speaking on how we don't have a lot of rom coms out.
Yeah.
There isn't. But you know what? She's a smart woman. The one thing about Reese Witherspoon, she paired up with a lot of. She has like a book club, and she
Mhm.
paired up with the best-selling authors. that when they create movies out of it, she is the main character on those features.
Mm,
Smart.
I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like obviously since she's in that book club, she probably noticed there isn't any rom-coms out.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. But um, listen, for the I know what y'all mean for women, I guess, meeting outside, but hell no. Speaking for the gays, ain't no way I'm gonna go outside to meet you. Like if you're coming over for a booty call type thing,
Well,
you
it's
know.
different with gay men because you guys are men. I mean, ultimately, you have muscles. You can fight a guy if he tries
Right,
to do something fucked up.
right.
Now, if I'm me living alone, single, by myself, and I invite a guy, I'm not inviting some puny little nerd. Like, I have a type. So I don't want something bad to happen to me. And I also don't want my house, my apartment to be a rotating door. Even with guys
Yeah.
that I've dated for a long time, I don't like invite people to come to my house like that all the time.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, but I will say, as far as like dating, it just sucks because I downloaded I want to say three different apps. I'm not gonna say the names because it doesn't matter at this point. Within a week, I had to delete all of them. Like I was on one for 1 week, and then I was like, let me try this one. Delete it.
Mhm.
I just deleted the last one yesterday because it's almost like people want to trauma bond. They will tell you why it hasn't worked out in their past and then tell you about things that are too dark and heavy right away. Like,
Right.
how is that going to entice me to want to get to know you even more when you're
Right.
telling me that you have trauma from your baby mama running away with your kid? Like,
Right.
that is weird. And then, not to mention, there's a lot of people that treat it as if they're like going on a better help appointment, like if they're talking to a therapist. I'm not your therapist. I'm sorry. I'm not here to be listening to your trauma and like making us. That's not gonna make us compatible.
Right.
We're in an age in our lives right now, and I can say this for all of us because we're almost in the same age bracket. You are
That's
single
debatable.
for however long. You don't need to explain to someone how long you've been single for. That doesn't matter to me. What matters is that you're single now and what your intentions are moving forward. I don't feel like I need to tell someone right away, like, oh, it didn't work out with my ex because of XYZ. You don't even have to word it that way. You could say, what I'm looking for is this, that, and the third. If you meet the requirements, then we'll move forward. If you don't, then goodbye. But like a
Right.
lot of people decide that they feel like an obligation where they need to tell you why it didn't work out in the past. Like, who gives a fuck?
Right.
Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
No, it makes sense. Listen, I've said this, I think, before on the show. I've shared this. I had my second boyfriend um told me straight up, like when we went on a date, we were set up on a date by this girl I went to like grade school with and then bumped into in my early 20s. And she's like, oh my God, I have a friend that you will love, blah, blah, blah. So we went on a date. Um, what was that place? It was a Greek place. So it was a cute place. And he told me straight up, he was like, I almost didn't give you a second date because you spoke about your ex. Like,
Oh, I
one of
remember.
the rule is you don't speak about an ex on a first date. And that always stuck with me. And I carried it. Listen, I've learned a lot from different exes. From Bobby, I learned a lot of things. From even Sean, that integral thing. Don't speak about an ex on a first date.
Not even that. You can talk about past experiences that you have experienced because people are going to be curious. They're going to want to know about your past, but you don't have to always mention or reference the person. Like, it's not that serious. You can say, I went through this
Right.
and I don't want to go through this again. Um, but even with exes, like there are times, this happened in my most recent relationship venture, whatever, where things were mentioned about the ex too often. And it kind of made me feel like, yo, I'm finding myself comparing myself to your ex. And I
Right.
don't want to do that. Why am I having to hear about this person did this? So now I have to curtail what I say because God forbid it reminds you of your ex and it triggers you. I don't want to
Right.
do that.
So
So
what he was doing was projecting his past traumas or past experience onto you.
yeah, like if oh somebody went to the loony bin. Oh yeah, my ex went to the loony bin too. Like, why are we talking about that? Why do
Right.
we have to
Right.
even reference that? Like, oh, like if I made a joke that was in poor taste, oh, that's very triggering because my ex would say that too. I
Right.
appreciate your honesty and you telling me that that's triggering, but you don't need to explain as to why or like go into
Exactly.
that whole
Right.
spiel.
That
Right.
part.
I
So
mean, I don't mind if you talk about your ex if I ask you. If I
yeah,
ask you,
That
that
too.
means because I really want to know. And
because you're
also
interested.
too, I have a problem when you talk too bad of your ex.
Oh, absolutely. That
Mm.
is a red
Like
flag. And also,
when you're talking too bad of your baby's moms, talking too bad of your exes,
mm,
it's like no. I don't like that.
Am I the drama?
Right. Right,
Right?
yeah,
exactly. Because you might be the common denominator, honey.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You might be
You know?
running from something. There's a lot of men also that I noticed. Listen, women do it too, but I'm not dating other women, so I can only speak on the men that
Right.
I've interacted with on dating apps. They are running from trauma or from healing. They're running from like being held accountable in certain aspects or whatever. So they move on from the person that they're dating to the next person just so they don't have to like deal and have to take accountability for the shit that was told to them. It happens
Right.
all the time and I can tell because they'll say something like, "Yeah, I just want to feel safe with a woman. I don't want her to throw things at me or tell me that I'm doing something wrong." I'm like, you're talking to me as if I'm your therapist, and you're talking to me in a way where you're telling me that you have issues without telling me. Like that
Right.
gives me the ick.
What is that
So
saying that people, narcissists, don't change, they just change victims? Is that
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they don't change their behavior. They just change people.
yeah,
So
that's yeah.
instead of holding themselves accountable
that
and
part?
change,
Hmm.
what they do is they continue with the same behavior, just with a new person.
Hmm.
Yep.
Boy, have I experienced that.
Yeah, I think we all have.
Yeah. Touche.
I can admit, listen, I'm not a saint. I'm a work in progress, as my therapist says. I can admit when I've done wrong or like when I've been in situations that have not been brought out the best of myself. But whether you're with a caring person or a narcissist,
Mhm.
the actions that follow after tell you everything that you need to know. Because if
Right.
they decide to like get a next person, ¿cómo que se dice? Like, ¿qué pasa el malvado? Like that show was it Sábado Gigante or whatever. They'll say like bring the next victim or whatever.
Right.
That's how it
Right.
feels, and it's like, all right, well, I had an issue, but you were also the problem too.
Right. Right.
Something more modern. Sending the replacement. Do you
Yeah,
remember
Yeah.
that Girls Club?
yeah,
Sending the
Yep.
replacement.
that is true.
Lord have mercy.
Mhm.
But today Melanie is the queen of games, and she has our first game ready to go for us on this Friendsgiving episode.
So we're gonna do the Friendsgiving version of who's most likely. I'm gonna
Okay.
ask questions and then we call out whoever we feel the question is best suited for. All right, are you ready?
So we call out their names.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
between the three of us.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, who's most likely to accidentally burn the Thanksgiving turkey?
Melanie.
Me.
I was gonna say me to be honest, because I'll cook and then I'll walk away and go do something and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot to check the turkey. Who's most likely to show up late but have the best outfit?
Melanie.
Lisa.
Show up late? Me
Oh no,
show up
you're
late?
always early.
Are you kidding?
You're always early. Okay. I didn't want to be like I didn't want to say me, but it's true. Okay, who's most likely to bring store-bought food and pass it off as homemade?
Yeah.
Me.
Really? I
Yeah.
wouldn't be mad at it.
I'm not making the rice this year. Who's most likely to fall asleep on the couch after eating?
Me.
Yeah.
Team no sleep. So whenever I get a nap, I get a nap.
Who's most likely to get the biggest to go plate? That used to be me. I don't know about now.
No, definitely not me.
Okay, who's
Actually, I do it. I do it at work functions. Like I used to do it.
yes,
Like
you do.
so. Yes, I used to take a lot. But I also
And he leaves not towards the end, towards the middle of the.
yeah, I don't even stay to the end. I do my little like swoop deep in the night.
Who's most likely to have a sneaky situationship and they don't tell the group about it? Charlie.
Yeah, I guess. Ain't nobody's business. Ain't
Who's most
nobody's business. Come on,
Who's
Ria.
most likely to spill the tea at the wrong moment? Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Remember in Puerto Rico when you were talking shit about our Airbnb neighbors?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Woo, he ran so fast.
I'm like, oh shit.
who's most likely to host every future Friendsgiving? Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to surprise the others with a thoughtful gift? I say
Melanie.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because didn't you
sure.
use the little
The matching
Yeah, yes,
body
yes,
acne
yes.
pieces? Yeah. Let me see what else they have for. Okay, who's most likely to forget what they're talking about mid-sentence? This is a toss-up.
me?
I was gonna say Charlie is between Charlie or me because I'd be forgetting, but Charlie does it more.
Yeah.
Last one. Who's most likely to take a shot before anyone else even arrives? Charlie.
Me.
Charlie.
He's gonna have cockies on deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love cocksies. Um Speaking of cockies, what is one about Thanksgiving, or I guess the holidays in general, because there's a lot of functions throughout, like kicking off in Thanksgiving into December. Um, what is one thing that you least look forward to, like having to go to like the function, like Thursday, for example, tomorrow around Thanksgiving, like what's one thing that you dread? Obviously, we all like get excited to see people, but we also have that like, do any of you have that?
I used to.
Yeah, I used to too. I think I
I
just
hate the
mastered the art
questions.
of avoiding it.
I used to hate when I would go to my mom's house and she would mention something about my weight or mention something about like, oh, who am I seeing or something like, do I plan on
Same.
settling
Same.
down? And I'm like, I'm in therapy because of the traumas you gave me, the generational traumas. Like, please stop.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's something that I never looked forward to. But as far as like
Holy shit.
the holidays, I really don't even like when it's so cold and dark outside during the holidays. I feel like it's weird.
With
I
me,
have the same issue with you. Same issue.
so, about the dark getting out, being cold
Family
and
asking me when am I settle down.
oh, okay, yeah.
Same shit. But I'm
Oh
like, you know
yeah,
what?
because yeah. As we get older, that those questions become more prominent.
100%.
And then there's
100%.
people that you don't see in such a long time. Like, that's what you're gonna ask me. You're not gonna ask me how I'm doing at work. You're not gonna ask me like
Mhm.
how's my mental health. You're just gonna say, "Oh, you're looking a little bit bigger" or some shit like that.
Right.
Like,
Right.
mm-mm.
With me, it's not necessarily like functions like family stuff. It's work stuff. Like around this time of year, like the work wants to have like everyone bring like a potluck thing and
Oh,
stuff. And or like the white elephant thing. I did that last year at my job and it was fun. But I keep skipping out on the potluck, which is actually
Right.
yeah. This yeah. I keep skipping out on the potluck. And they asked me this year, like a few people came up to me, "Oh, what are you bringing?" And it's like, "No, I have plans,
Right.
so I'm not coming." Thankfully, I really do have plans. But the way they talk shit about each other, and I be the fly on the wall, and they talk shit about, "Oh, I just don't eat from anyone's house because da da da," da. Or
yeah.
"Oh, that person brought that. Did you see that? Or that tasted blah 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 blah." You think after me hearing all that bullshit, I'm gonna want to bring something, take my time and effort to cook something for someone to
Yeah.
criticize
Yeah.
it or whatever? Hell no.
Right.
Thanks. So
Right.
I'll go to
Especially when dealing with different cultures too. Like they're so easy to be like, "What's that?"
yeah.
You know?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I used to work in a company that did potlucks, and there were some people that were questionable in the way that they would eat, the way that they would not wash their hands after using the bathroom and shit like that. That I was like, I'm not partaking in this shit. I always made an excuse, or I always was like too busy to be part of it, that I didn't engage. But yeah, I'm glad that I don't have to deal with that, and like I work remotely. Like, thank God. But
Yeah.
as far as Secret Santas, I think that people need to stop incorporating that into company culture, because there are companies and jobs where people work in the same building and they don't even interact. So why am I buying you something that I don't even know you from?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh
And
yeah.
then they
I don't have to
maximum,
deal with that this
the most you can spend is $100. Excuse
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not at that job this year. I completed my tenure there in
me?
June 2025. But yeah, that I had a job where they would do Secret Santa and the cap like $100. Like starts at a yeah.
Child,
Oh no,
please.
and my job is cheaper. My job is like $30.
No, well, my current job, they do white elephant, but the minimum is $10.
Right.
That's smart.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
of course. Like, but yeah. But I don't have to deal with that this year. Thank you, God.
Yeah. I respectfully declined mine this year. This is like,
That's one of the
nah.
things about the holidays is all these little things and invites and like fun and it's like, ugh. And then you get
Mhm.
empty handed depending on the where you're going, like the function of the party or whatever you're invited to. So
yeah.
it could be a
Well,
lot.
you could take some coquito.
Yup. There you
You could
go.
take some
You're
coquito.
right. Here's my Charlie's Coquito.
Plug that shit.
But what is one dish that you would not touch, Lisa? I think we've discussed this previous years, me and you, Melanie. But I'm curious for Lisa. Like, what is one dish that you're like, why do people even make that?
What's one dish that I wouldn't even touch?
Think of white people and their
For
dishes.
me, it's like one of them that comes to mind is cranberry.
Oh, I love
Cranberry sauce?
cranberry with my turkey.
Oh, you do?
I don't like turkey.
No,
I
I'll eat turkey.
I
like
don't like turkey. I will eat anything but turkey. Have ribs. I'll have chicken, rotisserie, whatever. But I don't really care for turkey. I never really had turkey that was like amazing.
so
But
everything like Thanksgiving, like main staple dishes, turkey will be the one for you. Like,
no, there's one that I don't like.
is it a
Green
green
bean,
bean casserole that you told me not to make last year?
and I keep telling you not to make it every
Of
year.
all the ingredients, sis. Hi, Teresa. And they were like, "Don't make it," and it stood there. I think the cream of mushroom is still there.
That
You
shit
know
is
what I don't touch either? I don't really touch gravy.
Gravy?
gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a gravy
I
person
love
either.
gravy.
No,
Nope. I don't.
but I
Unless
guess
it's some
people put
KFC or
gravy on their
something.
turkey. I see people put gravy on their turkey.
Yeah. Because the turkey's so dry.
Well, maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to put gravy or some shit. Are you making turkey this year or just pernil?
No, I'm making a panini. No, although
Okay.
I have made a turkey, and I do make a good turkey too. I do
Mm,
make a good turkey. It's
Yeah,
all
I'd rather pernil all day than her turkey.
that's
yeah.
what a lot of I think most Hispanos, especially Puerto Ricans, like prefer
Mhm.
thing. Like people at work ask me too, like, "Oh, what are you making?" And I'm like, "Oh, a panini." And they're like, "Oh yeah, you're Spanish."
But you know what's wild? My mom is in Puerto Rico by herself, and she'll make herself a turkey.
That's so cute.
So wild. She would make herself a turkey, and she'll bring it to the people at church. I'm
Aw.
like, what? Just make a pernil. She was like, I know turkey. I'm like,
No,
okay.
because you know what it is? A lot of people now, more often than not,
Don't eat pork. Yeah,
don't eat pork.
yeah.
Right.
That's like
Right.
a big rising thing I'm seeing
That
nowadays.
is a big
People
thing.
like,
I
"Oh,
think
I don't eat pork. I don't
I
eat
think
pork."
it's not like a religious thing. Like it's always been a religious thing with Muslim
Yeah,
Yeah.
people,
Rastafari
but
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah, but like also, I guess pork doesn't sit well in people's bodies
Yeah.
apparently. So I don't know.
Well, out
I
of
don't eat pork all throughout like the year. I like to save it only for Thanksgiving. Like when
Yeah.
I went to Miami this summer,
you don't
I ate
eat
a chicken
bacon.
sandwich. What?
You don't eat bacon.
Oh yeah, I do like bacon, and I'll eat bacon, but I don't eat it often. That's not something that I like to eat a lot. But yeah, I can't. It like sits heavy in my stomach. Actually,
Well, it makes sense. And like, think about it. The pig
oink
is
oink.
Yeah.
like
Swine.
the mud and all that versus cows. They for the most part in the pastures
Yeah.
and such. And
Mhm.
then and then we have the chickens just running free. But
I know, but I'm sorry, but vanilla is so good.
yeah, I'm
Pernil is
sorry.
so
Yeah,
good.
I'm not giving
The
my
ripe pernil is good because I've had some pernil that's like not that great.
never
Yeah.
mind. Never mind.
Yours is always banging. Yours is always good.
But you know what is going on, and what a way to get into this segment because we have a Sagittarius herself. It is time for
Oh, the
astrology
Sagittarius season.
circle. It is time for astrology circle, and yes, Sagittarius season just kicked off this past weekend. Here is some fun facts with our special guest Lisa, who's a fellow Sagittarius. Sagittarius runs from November 22nd to December 21st. Its element is fire. Zodiac symbol is the archer. Zodiac quality is mutable. Its sign ruler is Jupiter, which is also
Mm.
Pisces, one of Pisces rulers. We have two. Birthstone is turquoise, topaz, and citron. Strengths, generous, idealistic, great sense of humor. Likes, freedom, travel, philosophy, being outside, being out. Dislikes, clingy people, being constrained, details, and off the wall theories. Its most compatible signs are Aries, Leo, Libra, and Aquarius. Some famous Sagittarius that you people may know are, of course, the incomparable Britney
Britney Spears.
Spears, Nicki Minaj, Christina Aguilera, Tyra Banks, Brad Pitt,
Jay-Z.
Jay Z. Melanie, do you know any famous Sagittarius you want to throw out there?
Sagittarius? Damn, no, I don't.
He's
You
like,
named everyone
two
that I know.
Sagittarians.
And shout out to my brother Joey, who's a Sagittarius as
Yeah,
well.
I was gonna say I know people that I know, but not celebs.
But how do you feel about some of the characteristics that we just gave on astrology circle for Sagittarius season? Does it
I
match?
think they're pretty accurate. They're pretty accurate.
What's one misconception you would say people have about Sagittarius?
Um, what? Well, freedom. I would say like freedom for me. But the one thing I will disagree is like clinginess. Like I don't like clingy people, but I do like affectionate people. You just got to know
Mm,
how
Mm.
that's
much you
true.
give.
That is true. You guys are hard to wrangle in.
Yeah, but I mean, I
I
do
know.
like affection,
I know what
Mm,
and
it's.
I like my freedom, but I also like to be like I'm an introverted extrovert, if that makes sense.
yeah,
Like I like my alone time, but I also like to be in the company of people having fun.
right.
You
And
know what
what
I
would you
mean?
say is it, like with the matches, the most compatible matches that I read? What were you? Do you think those are accurate, or for you?
No,
What do you
I
think?
think they're pretty accurate. I don't know why I don't attract them.
Have you ever dated
Well,
an Aquarius?
I probably once or twice, but I usually date like Libras, Pisces,
Mm.
Taurians. Like
I've
it's
I've dated or messed around with Sagittarius and they're fun. I feel like we have great friendships, but like as far as like settling down and like being in a relationship, it doesn't I don't know, it doesn't work. It's weird.
I only dated one Sagittarius man, and I'm currently dating him, and he is the exact opposite of what you say.
Mm.
Like he's such a great guy.
Oh,
But
wait, he's
also,
Aquarius
huh?
or Sagittarius?
Sagittarius.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sagittarius. He's a great guy, but I also see the part where he does it like he likes his freedom, takes me in doses, which I'm great because I like to take people in doses too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
The
mean I could relate to a lot of things, but yeah, like I do like affection, you
yeah.
know.
I mean, the closest thing I've been to a situation, yeah, situation I had with a Sagittarius, you know, they hail from ATL, and that's all I'm gonna say. But
Oh Lord.
Yeah, no names. You know, you know.
Hmm.
Did I tell you about what Mercury retrograde did this earlier
When
this?
is Mercury? Yes, and that is hilarious. Mercury retrograde is working on in your favor, not in mine. But I will say I'm looking forward to this shit ending and being done because
Me
the
too.
way Mercury retrograde got me by the hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just feel so I'm not overwhelmed. It's just so like go go go.
yeah,
I've been taking Mercury. I've been doing good with Mercury retrograde. I see where it shows up with shit, but I'm learning in the moment. It's not happening to me. It's not happening to me. It's just happening. It's not me. So then that kind of calms me down.
yeah. I
Being
feel.
angry about whatever's happening, situation, delays, this, that.
According to TikTok and my algorithm, a lot of people are breaking up. So I'm like, it's not just me. It's
Candy Burris and Todd Tucker.
yeah.
Oh God, yes, that's
That
right.
was a shock to me. That was
That wasn't a shock to
That
me.
wasn't a shock to me.
Apparently he's been caught like hooking up or like going on dates or something with women recently, like
mm,
more often. And yeah, there's always been rumors about Todd. So I just want Candy to be happy.
allegedly.
Allegedly, yes.
He's going
Yeah.
on dates.
But yeah, it's what you think is just happening to you, it's happening to a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Mercury retrograde to be gone because I want to start. I was talking to my therapist about this. I want to start doing mixers. There's so many mixers in the city. And like obviously the dating apps is not where you want to go to meet someone.
Right.
Mixers is where I think I want to start doing and like attending.
I like
Yeah.
that.
I've seen them pop up on my algorithms too, like salsa mixers.
Hmm.
There's this one that there's a salsa mix, and I think at the end of the night, the host pairs you up with somebody at the end of the
I
night.
saw
Did you
that.
see that?
Yeah, I saw that. And funny enough, my friend, a Torian, was telling me that he's doing, I guess because it's so like the weather sucks and everything, he's doing Muay Thai, but he's learning how to dance bachata. And he wants to do salsa, but like he said that that's a way to get to meet people. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I will report back.
Yeah, you gotta let
Ooh,
me know because I would like to take salsa
Well, no,
classes.
you're coming with me.
I was gonna say I was gonna say that I'm like I want to learn to dance salsa. My horoscope said there's gonna be something I'm gonna apply myself to that I'm gonna want to
Yeah.
learn and blah blah blah. But also French. I know I've been saying it and I'm still gonna do it. It's just life is just busy. But I want to learn French. Ever since I went to Montreal, like it's stuck. Like I
It's such a beautiful language.
Yeah. Lisa, we need to do the mixers together. After work, we will just go have a drink and
Let's.
like
I'll
see what's
definitely
up.
do it. I'm with it.
Yeah.
very could you believe we're really living the Sex in the City life and
Oh, yeah.
issues and problems that we seen growing up on the actual show.
I mean, I'm living it, but it's not that much sex and not that much money.
Exactly. It's
Sorry.
for me, it's more like I was thinking about that too, and I'm like, I feel like Charlotte, where she's so exhausted with dating. She's like, where is he? I'm tired of
Mhm.
dating. Where is he? And she ends up
Mhm.
finding someone. Well, not finding. They end up like coming into her life. That's what I want because when you're looking, you just find the wrong people.
Right. Right.
I've always said since young, I've always had this mentality stuck in my head. Like I don't look. I never look for a girlfriend. I never look for a boyfriend. Like it just happened. You know what I mean? Like it just happened naturally. My
Right.
Yeah.
first boyfriend drove by me. Ooh, the moon. My first boyfriend drove by me and seen me outside a coffee shop and asked, pulled me over and asked for my number.
Right.
That's natural. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Right.
Um, my second boyfriend, as I said earlier, a school friend of mine hooked us up. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right.
And so it's natural, and I've always stood the ground that when you're looking, you're not gonna find, or what you find is like porqueria. Like
Right.
Well, then
But
also,
also, I am a firm believer you should put yourself out there too.
Yeah.
because
Absolutely. Like me, I
it,
was at a
you
coffee
ain't
shop.
gonna find that shit being home.
That's true. That's true. Very right.
You
Yeah, you
know,
got to be outside a little bit, like Cardi B.
Lisa, what do you think about women shooting their shot? Like
I
adding
am
a
for
guy
it.
on Instagram.
I'm for it. I'm about it. Why not?
It's
You
about
see
time.
somebody
Like,
cute.
let's. Y'all want to be
If you find
progressive.
somebody attractive,
My
Yeah,
first serious relationship, Charlie, you know, the cop in DC, I shot my shot. I reached out to him. And like that was my longest relationship. But I don't know. I feel like I've been, even in guys that I've dated recently, I've had conversations with them about this and felt like they straight up told me, like, if I were to meet you in person, I wouldn't be able to come up to you and like court you or whatever. Like I would have had it made sense meeting you on a dating app than me coming up to you. I would be too nervous. And it's like, what the fuck?
but then and this goes to my point earlier in our conversation. Back then, before there was social media or any other, men had no choice but to approach women.
Hmm.
They had no choice.
yeah.
No choice. You would have to, if you wanted that girl's number or if you wanted to you wanted to speak to her, you had no choice but to go up to her. There was no Bumble, there was no Hinge, there was none of that. There was the club, and that's how you met your girl. There was a club, there was a lounge, there was skate key, there was the park, there was whatever. You had no choice but to approach the girl. No choice.
But
The
I
only
think
dating apps were the ones on the phone, remember?
oh the Providence Donut and
The loop or some
the
shit and
New
like,
York minute the New York. Yeah, I remember those things.
oh
Um,
my god,
but
we're aging ourselves.
I think it also goes back to way back to our great grandparents. It's the way of the world of how they conditioned us of the man, the young man always courts the young lady, and that's the gentleman
Right,
thing to do. But
right.
it's called progression.
Yeah.
And I think nowadays, yeah, women should shoot the shot. And like, if you're gonna sit down and
Yeah.
be like, oh, just stand and think. And this is coming from someone who's shy, and for the most part in my life, like people approach me. I don't do a lot of approaching, but I've shot my shot though. I do shoot my shot, but I'm different. I'm a guy.
Mhm.
I'm a guy that likes guys. But yeah, we're different.
No,
Um,
but I get nervous too. Like it's not like you're gonna catch me going up to a guy and be like, "Hey, what's your number or what's your like." Very rare do I do that. But if I feel like I've gotten up to guys with with the thought like I can actually get rejected. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
but
Because as
actions.
much as guys think, girls have egos too.
Yeah. My thing with me is that like if I see a guy that I like and I don't need liquid courage to go up to a guy and talk to him. It's more so if I feel that like the conversation is dry or like he's not giving me anything, I give up quickly and I'm like, all right, never mind, abort mission. Or I automatically assume that they're like married, engaged, have a girlfriend of a long time. And I'm like,
Right,
nah, never mind.
Mm, mm,
right,
So
right.
abort
But I'm
mission.
for it. I say why not?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think times are changing
I'm
now.
gonna slide into Giancarlo Stanton's fucking DMs
How
because
do you how do you feel like you shot your shot,
He is
talk
hot.
to the guy, and do you still think like you shot your shot, so you should ask for the first date, or do you expect the guy to ask and pay for the first date?
that's a great question. I
That is a
feel
great
like
question.
if I shoot my shot to a guy and he's receptive and wants like me shooting my shot saying like, "Oh, you're good looking," something like that, and they reciprocate and say, "Thank you, so are you. What's your name?" And like they try to like get information. It's up to them to be the ones to plan something and like want to hang out or take me out. Because what if I just wanted to do a drive by and compliment you and keep it pushing? You know, that's not my intention, but at the same time, it could happen. Um, do I expect a guy who's not interested in me have me hang out, like want to hang out and have me pay for it? No, because I believe in like I want a provider. I want someone who is going to play that man role. Granted, I have been in those situations. I've been in two sides of the coin. been a provider myself, which I didn't like because that made me feel up here. It made me feel super alpha. It didn't put me in my divine feminine energy. And then I've also been in the other side where I'm courted, the guys, taking me out. I provide in a different way, whether it's giving a gift or, planning something special or surprise or whatever, something small, a kind gesture. You could do that too. You don't have to have the expectation of like a guy doing everything in the relationship.
Mm.
So I say that all to say, if I slide in your DMs and tell you you're cute and you tell me I'm cute, you better reciprocate by taking me out because
Yeah,
we
like
got to get
I'm
out.
a progressive. I get where you're coming from because I'm a progressive traditionalist too. Like if we exchange numbers and I'm the one that initiated and I was the aggressor and got it from you, then I like it depending on the banter going back and forth, back and forth, back and
Mhm.
forth. Like if he said, "Oh wow, we work close together," I'd be like, "Okay, like maybe I would slide in. Maybe we should grab coffee because we work so close
Yeah, like
together."
that. Initiate that. But if for a guy, if a girl says to a guy, like, yeah, we should grab coffee if we're going to be in the same area, and he has the expectation that you're going to pay for the
That
coffee,
you're gonna pay? Yeah, nah, nah,
well, put on a pair of panties because what is this? You're like
yeah,
having
no.
the expectation to
And I
be
don't mind paying after a few dates, like
me
after like
too.
date three or
Me
four,
too.
and he's been paying. That's different. But like our first date, especially if I initiated and went up to you and asked for your number, like nah,
I
come on.
literally made it easy
Like,
for you. All these guys, there's some guys that have, and this is not an attack on anyone. There are guys that have, they get anxious, they get nervous, and they're afraid of rejection because a lot of women do reject these men on dating apps and even in
yeah,
person or whatever. Or you have friends, I've been this friend before. I hate to say this, but like with some girlfriends, if we went out and I see that this guy who's kind of sketchy is coming up to my girl and trying to talk to her and stuff, I'll shoot it down, be like, we're not interested. Goodbye, goodbye. So I've been that girl. I don't like to be that girl, but that was me in my 20s. So I understand how it could be, intimidating, especially going up to a group of girls if you're interested in one of them. Or if you're interested in one girl and you see her and automatically, like, I don't dress like a bum, even on my bummiest days. I don't want a guy to be like, oh, she looks super bougie. I can't go up to her. But it
right,
happens.
right.
I mean, I've gotten a lot too. Like, oh, you look unapproachable. It happens. It happens. It's
Oh
people's
yeah,
perception and perspective. I'm like, how do I look
yeah. People say
unapproachable?
I have a mean RBF.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Resting bitch face is a thing.
yeah.
Mhm.
But I try to smile more nowadays. Um,
I think, and we also have to make it a thing where we have, and this is not an attack on you, Charlie. You know, I love you, bestie, but I need to have more male friends, whether they're gay or straight, look out for their female friends and like, if they interact with someone or they see a straight guy and be like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? Oh, I have the perfect girl for you. I don't feel like I have that. And I wish I did.
Listen, I get it, but I think that should come more from girls. I don't want to be attacked if it does not work. One, I also feel
It's
I
never working
don't
though.
I don't. I also feel like I don't know. I guess I see that. I see that. I could do that, but I feel like I don't need people hooking me up, or people haven't tried to hook me up and introduce me to things. And the ones every time you have some little gay friend that you work with, it was not even on my radar type. Nothing's in.
Well, I don't
So
think I've ever hooked you up with anyone. I'm
no, but you talk obviously. You talk about me just like I talk about you. Like,
right, but I don't do it with the
oh,
intention of you hooking up with anyone. I've never
yeah, but they
saw
meet me.
anyone.
They very like.
No, I've never seen anyone and thought like, oh, he would be perfect for Charlie. Charlie, hook up with him. No. If anything, the one time that you tried kind of sort of hooked me up, remember the five daughters?
Mm-hmm.
That went left. But I
And
think
hence why.
not it wasn't your fault, it was his fault. But yeah,
I'll keep an eye. I'll keep
I
an eye.
would love to have
More
more
from
guy
a
friends.
different manners.
I feel like I would love to have more straight guy friends that actually like were like, oh, I have a friend that you would be great for or some shit like that. Like, but I had this conversation with one of my exes, and he typical Virgo. he was like, "No, I can't see you with anybody else." I'm like, "How selfish are you?"
Hater.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't see you ever
He,
in a
no, he
relationship.
doesn't like it. Would he's like, oh, the thought of you like just being with someone else, like, oh my god. I was like, you're
I have a
fucking
whole life.
married,
Yeah.
you selfish prick.
No
Anyway,
quiere, what's that saying? No quiere comer, pero no deja comer.
exactly. Que,
Well,
que cante cabrón.
well, vamos a comer another game now, courtesy of our queen of games today, Melanie.
Okay, so we're gonna play part 2 of Who's Most Likely, but we're gonna make it now. It's not gonna be Thanksgiving edition. It's just gonna be Friends edition.
Okay.
Let me see. These are gonna be funny questions. Okay, who's most likely to laugh in a serious moment?
I feel like Charlie.
Me?
I think me.
I feel I feel like a little bit Melanie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard one. I don't know.
Who's most likely to text their crush at midnight on New Year's Eve?
Their crush or like an ex? A crush?
Let's say
A
X.
crush?
If it's an ex, I would kind of no. Actually, my ex called me.
I don't think if it's an ex is any of us.
Yeah,
If
no,
it's a crush, I think it's all of us.
I
no,
hope,
me.
I hope to God that's not me.
No,
Who's most likely to hook up with someone on vacation? Charlie,
me.
Lisa. Who's most likely? Who's most likely to have the wildest sneaky link story? Charlie.
Charlie.
Who's most likely to change their entire life plan overnight? Me. Who is most likely to give the best pep talks? Lisa.
Aw. I think I could console both of you guys. I feel like
Yeah,
a mother hen
no, we've
sometimes.
had yes,
No.
I agree because we've had our Puerto Rico. Yeah, we've had our talks.
Well, this goes.
Yeah.
The next question is tied to this. Who's most likely to cry from excitement? Me. I cry for anything. Who's most likely to plan the next friend trip? We already talked about it. August, right?
Puerto Rico?
Yeah,
What's crazy is that I'm in Puerto Rico in August every year.
That's it.
good.
If
Um,
Amsterdam is during that time, I don't know. I'm considering Amsterdam is World Pride over there this year, but
or in August.
I gotta check the dates.
Okay. Um, who's most likely to settle down first? At this point, I guess it's Charlie.
Lisa,
Charlie.
me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Who's most likely to become rich?
Melanie.
Okay.
And I don't have to do OnlyFans. No, I'm kidding. Who's most likely to protect their peace at all costs? Charlie.
Me.
Charlie.
Who's most likely to fall in love when they least expect it?
Melanie.
I hope so. Um,
But you gotta be a believer.
I know. Who's most likely to talk in movie quotes? Not me, 'cause I don't really watch movies like that.
Me. I already talk in fucking Real Housewife quotes and reality TV quotes.
Exactly.
And I do movie quotes. Like Mean Girls is one of my favorite movies. Home Alone has a lot of me.
Okay, two more. Who's most likely to tell you the hard truth? Lisa.
Me.
But she'll say it in the nicest way possible. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, last one. Who's most likely to need reassurance but never ask for it? Me.
But I usually, because I usually ask. I reach out to you like and ask for some things.
I'll be like, I'm fine, and I'm like fucking a puddle of tears.
Yeah.
No, I could be that way too, though.
True.
Yeah.
Sagittarius.
I could be very that way.
I believe that from having close Sagittarius people in my life. I see that. I definitely see that. But
That's
what are
right, because Joey's a Sagittarius. I didn't know Joey was that emotional.
yeah,
Hmm.
the Sagittarius.
Joey could, yeah, because when he was hitting us up
The
on
same
DMs on
Joey
IG.
and Joey and ATL have the same birthday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
can't wait to do next zodiac circle or whatever.
Capricorn.
oh.
Mhm. But we're celebrating Sagittarius right now. We just started Sagittarius. But with that being said, what a fun Friendsgiving episode. And we cannot end our Friendsgiving special episode without ending it in gratitude, y'all. This whole month we've been ending each episode in gratitude. So Lisa, I don't know if you know, but at the end we've been just anything, whatever, and we're ending it in gratitude and ending in gratitude with this episode. So, since you're our special guest and we're so thankful you're here with us, what are you grateful for this year?
I mean, besides the obvious new friends and family, I would have to say I am grateful for my nieces and nephew, but my nephew and niece that are particularly here, because obviously you guys know I'm not a parent, you know, but
Yeah.
because I get to parent them, it gives me the experience of what a mom or close to a mom feels.
Mm.
So because like I'm so involved in my nephew's life and his daughter's life, it just gives me the opportunity to parent. So I'm really, really grateful to them for that.
Oh, I like that. And I have something to share after the show of an idea you just gave me. Um, I like that. Melanie?
I this week I'm grateful for music because you can have the best day of your life and listen to music and the worst day of your life, and music will soothe and like help you get through the day. So I've been, listening to music for my ups and downs, and from like even listening to like reggaeton to like some sad R&B to like romantic music or to like salsa. Any genre right now is
Mhm.
helpful. So I'm grateful for music.
I am grateful for this Thanksgiving. I really am. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to another little get together. I'm grateful for my brothers who are able to make it. Um, I'm just grateful to host again in my little cozy casita.
Aw.
And that is the show, y'all. And we want to thank you guys for supporting us, watching, streaming, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. We are grateful. We're thankful. Tune in next week, same place, same time. Adios.
Bye bye.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle podcast, and catch us every Wednesday live at 8 p.m. on YouTube.